welcome back. Good morning. Here we are back with Aeshmah on the seat again with Onimusha Warlords. Take it away.
Hello everyone and welcome to Onimusha, the Evil Rising 3 Part 3 actually, as we discovered a little bit earlier.
The trilogy is now complete.
Hell yeah. With me on commentary I have these two lovely people. I think you've seen them a couple times already, but just to make sure that you don't forget about them, who are you guys?
Mich LWD.
And I'm Killer Chair. I hope you're not tired of me yet. I've been around a lot.
I mean, it's the early hours of the day,
Yeah.
but, you know, we can still get going. Anyways, we had a couple incentives for this game, so let's start with the language option. What are we going to listen to?
Good question. Can I find it? Yes. No. I'm getting there.
No worries. English or Japanese?
Onimusha, yeah, language choice. We are going with English.
Perfect. That is actually, I mean, it's a Japanese game, you know, it's basically Resident Evil but with a samurai in Japan. But you actually do want to go for the English voice acting because it's just... All right, and with that, the costumes incentive, I think that didn't get met. Somebody sniped it at the end.
The special outfit?
Yeah.
No, it sadly hasn't been.
All right, so we're going to be a little bit vanilla with the English voice acting and the normal outfits. That's perfectly okay. But I guess we've run our estimate. Let's just jump right in. So let's get this run started in 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, I spoiled it a little bit already, but this is basically Resident Evil, but with samurai in feudal Japan. So you know, a lot of the jank, I want to say, that you would see in a Resident Evil game is also present here because this is actually a early 2000s PlayStation 2 game. But we're actually playing the PlayStation 4 remake, which released in 2018, if I'm not incorrect on that info. Anyway, we're playing on the ultimate difficulty, which is basically a New Game Plus. So what's happening here is we start very overpowered, actually, because we already have the Bishamon sword, as you can see on the screen right here. The Bishamon sword being the most powerful weapon that you can get in the game. You would normally, if you play this game from a fresh save file, only get it right before the final boss. So, yeah, the fights will look a lot like this.
Yeah, I did it. Congrats.
Yeah, right. Man, I'm such a good player.
Very nice, very nice.
Tough fight. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Another thing.
After each fight.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a thing now. Another thing that this game is kind of infamous for: you cannot skip any of the cutscenes. So if you do not know the story about this game, well, you will know absolutely everything there is to know about it at the end of this run. So enjoy the English voice acting.
Oh,
It is fantastic. I love it so much.
What a beautiful
it's a
moment.
delight. Oh.
Also, we saved the princess already.
Yeah.
Oh.
GG.
Time.
time to go. Yeah. I mean, theoretically, if these two weren't hugging so much, you know, they could have just left before this guy comes along.
Yeah.
So yeah, nobody to fault but your own. So yeah, this is Osric. He's gonna be the first boss of the game. Spoilers.
Uh-oh.
Flee while you can, you worthless bug.
Now a little bit of inconsistency here because we already have the Bishamon sword. This sword strike should absolutely kill that dude. But since you're not supposed to have the Bishamon sword at the beginning of the game, but only your measly little katana, you know, it just doesn't care for that. Because, as it turns out, we are not an Oni warrior yet, so we actually cannot defeat these demons. So obviously we need a little bit of help, you know, because this just doesn't fly.
Princess.
Oh no.
Also, the princess is another castle now, so I guess this is actually Super Onimusha Land, the Evil Rising 3 Part 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can say that again.
Resident Samurai. Something.
Bro 3.
Super Onimusha Land, the Resident Evil Rising 3 Part 3.
Yes.
All right. This is such a really
Bro edition.
complicated.
Bro edition.
If people are confused, there's 2 other runs you should be watching for this joke to make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
Namely, the Evil Rising 3 Part 1 and Part 2.
Yes.
Also known as the Evil Within 2 and Dead Rising 4. This isn't confusing at all. Just roll with it. Watch the runs of these two guys. They happened on Wednesday.
Defeat and seal our souls.
More
Yes.
early morning stuff, so that also, you know.
That was actually the earliest morning. All right, now we got the only gauntlet, so we can finally go ahead and kill some demons, I guess, or destroy them, whatever. Basically the same thing.
All that had to happen is blunt force trauma by demon.
If you want to be an Oni warrior yourself,
Sounds about
just
right.
get hit by a very big club wielded by a demon. I mean, they basically spelled their own doom at this point, right? If that guy just hadn't knocked us out,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have been able to do anything.
I will destroy all of those monsters and save the princess.
All right, let's get on with it, buddy. We've been talking for quite a while
I think
here.
his mouth wasn't even moving during that last sentence.
I mean, he was basically blocking the mouth with his hand at this point, so they were basically too lazy to animate it, I suppose.
Nice.
Okay, so one thing that you can do in the PlayStation 4 remaster of the game, you can actually, you know, because this is basically a Resident Evil game, you have tank controls, but on the PS4 remaster, you can actually use the analog stick to also move, and that allows me to basically make very sharp turns. So every time I have to turn, you will basically see me stutter a little bit while my hand switches from the D-pad to the analog stick. But yeah, how about some more cutscenes, I suppose, because it's been a long while since we watched a cutscene in this game.
For sure.
So there we go. This is actually going to be the first fight that we actually can win, basically. So, yeah, this is very thrilling gameplay, I know. All right, that's those guys then.
I've killed all the monsters.
It's a tiny. Just a little one.
I mean, they're all going to be little fights in a way.
Happy face.
Also, more cutscenes.
Nice.
Oh.
Sorry.
We are very sorry. Please forgive us.
What happened?
Just
Yeah, we did it yesterday during the practice, so.
yeah, but the problem was during the practice we had no audio, so these two people actually never listened to the voice acting, and it's just fantastic. It's gonna be the first experience coming to that.
Oh, yeah. There's a few cutscenes I'm looking forward to. for this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, for now, we actually have a bit of gameplay before the next cutscene starts. So, yeah, we are now heading to the castle where the princess is located, because obviously she's going to be in a castle. Where else would she be?
Yeah.
I'm making our way through these underground caves, and we're learning a little bit more about the history of this place, coming up with this message by the priest over here, but, you know, speedrunning, so I hope you were able to read this. That should tell you everything you need to know about what's going to happen, right?
So
Anyway.
there's also a ton of optional fights in the game. And we're just gonna like walk past most of them, and
Exactly.
the only ones we'll hit are the ones that are directly in our way.
Yeah, and also well known with the Resident Evil, we have some puzzles lined up during the run, so it should be interesting.
And here's our first glorified key.
Yeah, one of many.
Yeah, so how this game works, obviously you wouldn't have the Fisherman's Sword from the beginning, as I explained earlier. Instead, you would get 3 elemental weapons: the lightning sword, the fire sword, and basically the wind. Well, it's not exactly a sword, but let's just roll with it. And not only can you use these weapons to fight, obviously, but they are also basically keys, as you need the corresponding color to open these groves. So obviously, the lightning sword being blue, I can open these blue doors. However, I can only open doors that have one of these groves on them. There are also doors that have 2 or 3 of them, and in order to be able to pass through them, I would have to upgrade my swords, or rather the magic orbs of the swords, to pass through there. However, since I have the Fisherman's Sword, this basically counts for a level 3 weapon of all the elements, as long as I get that weapon first. So even though I have the Fisherman's Sword, I would not be able to pass through the red or green doors, since I don't have these weapons yet. So obviously one of the first things that you need to do in the game is to get those weapons. Luckily, they are mandatory, so, you know, you're not going to be able to pass through them anyway. And here's Ostrich again. You know, we know that guy.
Humans could be such pests.
He knocked us out a short while ago.
Where is the princess? Humans are more tasty when angry, and I haven't eaten in a while.
To be fair, I haven't had breakfast myself yet.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
you know,
same here.
I can absolutely understand the
Yeah.
guy.
That's a total mood there.
So Ostrich is just going to bait out one attack, just like that. Hit him 3 times on the back with our Fisherman's Sword, and that's the boss fight.
There we go. Nice one.
Thank you, thank you.
Another boss fight.
Now, luckily, this guy actually breaks in that wall right there, so we can continue.
Convenient.
Which is actually interesting because exactly behind that wall he just broke down, there is a door. So I have no idea how you would able to go through here anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, coming up is my favorite character in the game, and I will shut up for a moment because this cutscene is just absolute gold. I love Guildenstern so much.
Sweet, beautiful, lovely. The dripping blood and what's this? Oh, a liver.
This is why I want the English audio.
Yeah.
What's that smell? Who's there? A human? How disappointing.
Face me, demon.
Who do you think you are talking to? I haven't seen one as foolish as you since that, Nobunaga.
Nobunaga?
I operated on and resurrected that pitiful Nobunaga after he was killed in Okihazuma. He then made a pact with the demons and pledged his eternal loyalty to serve us forever as our slave.
No!
Oh, yes, it is indeed true. Now let me show you my most recent creation. Go, Ronaldo! Bite the belly of that maggot and feast upon his bloody flesh!
I love him so much. It is fantastic. Also, yeah, we gotta deal with that dude now, right? Right? Oh, very strong. Very
yeah.
Oh no, be careful. Just quickly pick up the better weapon. Yeah, we need that. We need that.
Definitely to fight that demon. Of
Absolutely.
course.
Yeah. I mean, that's the fire sword, you know.
Right.
Just gotta burn the evil down. So
Sounds good.
Okay, we got that now. So
Nice.
let's be careful. Very careful.
Yeah.
And
Now you missed him.
Yeah.
Nice fight. Nice fight.
All right,
Yeah.
next time.
Okay.
But yeah, they have all this build up for Ronaldo, but he's just a normal enemy that we fight a couple of times later on the run anyway, so I don't know what the deal was here. Anyway, we now have the Korim, the fire swords. We can now pass through these red groves. And I will go ahead and grab a safety medicine here because marathon run. Because even though we have the Bishamon sword, we do not have the Ogre armor, the best armor in the game from the get-go. We would have to go ahead and find that. We will not do that during the speedrun because it is slow to go there. You have to solve an extra puzzle and stuff. So that is not going to happen. But now that we can pass through the Red Grove, we can finally make our way into the castle, where obviously the prince is going to be located at somewhere. But before that, more cutscenes.
Stop! Let me go!
Quiet!
What is going on here?
What is going on here?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Something with a door and a princess.
Also, keep in mind that that little guy just left through the door behind
What do you
us,
want with that boy?
right? He left through the door behind us, where we just came from. Important.
You are not working for Saito clan, are you? Wait. Can you be Samanosuke Akechi? Yes, you are. I cannot believe you are here of all places.
Right?
I am a servant of the Oda clan. My name is Tokichiro Kinoshita.
This man will eventually conquer the world under the name Hideyoshi.
I just love that they actually have an extra narrator just for this one particular line, because it will never happen again during the course of the game. It's just this one single line where we hear the narrator talk. I mean, he talks a little bit in the intro, but it's just so
Welcome a great samurai like yourself.
I serve no one. My life is mine and mine alone to command.
I see. However, I will not give up yet.
Well, Takeshi will leave through that door where that grove is located. No, we can't pass through that. Like, how does he do it now? Because he left that direction. There's no other door there. So where did he go? Also, remember, Yukimaro, the little boy, left through the door behind us, right? So we're going to go through this door. We're going to go this way. And hello. There he is.
Middle of nowhere.
How was he able to run around so quickly?
This young man?
Glitch through the doors.
No!
He's the original speedrunner.
Yeah.
That is not true.
Backwards long jumping or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I am Yumamaru.
I mean, he has the face with it.
You must
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
What did that
I think he has the
samurai
bro
want?
force with him.
Why should
That
I
would be
know?
way more explosions. though.
Brought you here.
Also, Yukimaro, left back the way he came. Now we have to chase after him, so we better split up, right? We better split up.
Yeah.
So Kaede, chase after the boy that way.
Okay.
So we better split up and look for the boy, right?
Right.
So let's run into the exact same direction.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how
Sounds,
splitting
yeah,
up
sounds
works.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh. Good RNG with a ninja there. He just vaulted over us. Letting me pass through. Very good.
To be fair, though, splitting up in movies is usually a bad idea.
Fair.
Mhm.
Fair. Fair.
Always one gets killed, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. That is true. That is correct. So maybe they're actually intelligent after all then.
Yeah.
Huh. That's a whole new viewpoint there.
They're tricks to the demons by saying that we're gonna split up.
Oh, big brain strats.
Yeah.
I see. Maybe I was wrong the whole time then.
I think the game's just silly.
It kinda is, to be fair. Also, you know, we just split up with the Kaede. She actually went ahead and got some information. So now, you know, in this 1.5 minutes since we last saw her, she found out everything about Yumamaru.
Also, she came up behind us, but she left earlier.
Yeah.
Princess Yuki found him crying alone and brought him to the castle.
I mean, she had to find the information somewhere, I guess, so it took a little while longer.
I also heard that Princess Yuki raised him as if he were her own brother.
Where did she hear that, though?
Yeah.
Save Princess
That's the
Yuki.
question.
Why then is Tokichiro after Yumemaru?
Something seems to be going on.
Oh no.
What?
We are conveniently trapped in a corridor that is laid specifically out on a way that you need 2 people to cross through it.
Oh, man.
Whatever are we gonna do?
Oh no.
Pull the levers that are in the trap.
I mean, that is how you design a trap, right? With the exit, like, right in front of you?
Yeah.
Kinda?
Yeah.
Or the solution, rather, not the exit. That is how these things work. So we're just gonna go ahead and pull a couple levers here in order to make our escape. Also, a little bit of spoilers here because we actually get to play Kaede for just a little bit, so, you know, maybe some sections come up with her. I'm also going to go ahead and pick up the Holy Armor here. It is absolutely not needed for the speedrun. It just makes it a little bit more safe, and once again, you know, it's a marathon run, so better go ahead and take that little bit of safety here.
And it also makes a later section funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I hate this puzzle because it is complete RNG, so let me just take a short moment to look at it. I think I can go here. No, that was actually bad. No, I can go here. No, don't die. Because if I make my partner drop to the ground here, they will die, and that won't be good. So I can just go ahead and get here. That should be fine. Just to make extra sure, let's go here, and then I can go around. Because if I die here or drop one of my partners into the ground on the spikes, it's a complete game over and I would have to load a save.
I wonder what this
But I kind of forgot to make a safety save before this part, so I'd rather not die. Coming up is the last puzzle we have to get through for this particular section here. And it can be even worse than the one we just did, because you are on a time limit. Otherwise, if you take too long, Samanosuke actually can die here as well, because he's about to drown, as we will see in a moment. And we have to do a sliding tile puzzle. Now, the problem with the sliding tile puzzle is there are 2 small pieces that you have to grab in the beginning, and it is very finicky to do so. Oh my god, I got them first try. Holy hell. That is perfect. So what you have to do is you have to get this crest going in the lower middle section. Yeah, this one, sorry. As you can see with the red tiles going on there, and we solved it. All right,
nice.
that wasn't too bad.
Very
I mean,
nice.
it was a little bit slow, but we can make it with it. Also, I forgot one thing to mention. I ran this game earlier this year at ESA Winter 2022. And I had Bowie the Hero as commentary for me, and he absolutely is in love with Guildenstern as well. And he actually went so far to do his own voice acting interpretation of him, and it is just perfect. So if you want to see another interpretation of that, go ahead and watch that run. You know, just that part, if you want to, because it is an absolute treat for sure.
We are safe now.
Yes, we
Oh,
are.
that's good
Kaede.
to hear.
So just go back the way we came and do your thing. I mean, probably those traps will not trigger you again and trap you or anything. Absolutely not. They are one time only.
So traps work, right?
I mean, somebody probably has to reset the whole thing because you have to get all that water out of stuff. I don't know how that works. Like, who even does that? Do they have automation at this point in time already? But yeah, we just assembled all this crest here so we can go through this door. And obviously, because we solved another puzzle, it's time for more cutscenes.
Right.
Yumemaru!
Hey, Samanosuke!
That's where did this guy come from again?
So, have you decided to
From the
serve
wall.
Oda clan?
Well, I mean, there is a hole in the
A
wall.
hole in
but
the wall.
Why is there a hole in the wall, and why was he hiding there?
Yeah.
It is
Did you
too
just watch the
late for
child
the
just get
boy.
taken away at this point, or?
I mean, it's kind of a plot thing, yeah. We rescue him, he gets taken away. You rescue him again, he
Yeah.
gets taken away again. It's the whole thing.
Bark up.
Oh no, the boy's in another
Tree.
castle.
You're insane.
That would be so cruel.
What you are doing will
Also
leave
nice is that
innocent
the
people
things,
being used as
the
food
pieces
for
of
the
the puzzle
demons.
that you're picking up is like you have it on the inventory and need to pick them one by one to enter in the door, for example. That's also with Resident Evil. So
Yeah.
pretty
Like
nice.
a very old game mechanic at this point. That's actually have to go ahead and use the right key items at the right points, and not just automatically press the button at the item that you need them to, and you slot them in automatically.
The victory.
That is not how games work back in the early 2000s.
Guaranteed. Ah. See you again, Samanosuke.
What a weird laugh he
Yeah.
has.
Also, I know I'm trash talking the game a lot because it is kind of funny, but I also love it very dearly. It was one of the first PlayStation 2 games that I owned, and there's just really fond memories for me here. But it is kind of goofy if you think about the whole situation going on. Anyway, we now made it to the top of the castle, so obviously we're gonna have a boss fight here. So this is Marcellus. This fight can go, well, quote-unquote wrong, or rather it can take you a long while to get through, because he's the only guy who was smart enough to bring a shield to a sword fight. So you can actually block all of my attacks if he wants to, and that fight can take a while. So what I want to do here is try and bait out a good attack. Ah, that works. Hit him 2 times. Now we bait out a second one. Ah, yeah. See, the whirlwind slash is the one you don't want to see because it knocks you down for a long while, but there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Wasn't the best fight for sure, but we made him fall quite easily. So I will take that. But since he hit me, I'll actually go ahead and absorb some of the souls here just to refill my health, because I am down to about half. And now we have Arashi, our third weapon. This is the wind sword, pole sword, double blade, yeah. But obviously, it's nothing more than a glorified key force. So quickly switching back to the Bishoman sword again.
There's one moment you're gonna actually use it.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right,
That one is the least amount of glorified key.
I think you're not wrong there, yeah. But we need to open this door. And lo and behold, what are we going to find? Well, more cutscenes, obviously.
More cutscenes. I thought the princess, but
no, it's just more cutscenes.
It looks like the demons just kind of left the kid.
Yeah, I mean, he was safely and secure behind that door with the grove on, because nobody would ever get that wind sword.
No.
My sister. Please save her.
Crying.
I mean, that is what he came for, buddy.
You're safe now.
Go play with your toys.
You have to save her.
I give you my word. I will save Princess Yuki. Kaede, do you know why Princess Yuki took care of this boy?
He just talks to her
Princess
as if
Yuki
he
was
wasn't even
born the
there.
daughter of a feudal lord, and thus raised from an arranged marriage. She has had no freedom whatsoever. So when she meets someone else who's in need, she wants to help them. In this world, only the strong survive.
Maybe you need a Broforce for that.
Yeah.
They seem kind of strong.
Seems good.
The ways of the world, Yamamaru.
The world?
Yeah, but how about we skip that?
Mhm.
Because there's actually a skippable cutscene here. Oh
Yeah.
my lord, we skipped a cutscene,
What?
everyone. We skipped a cutscene.
What?
There is beauty and freedom all around us.
But
You owe it to yourself and everyone to see these things and then share them with the people of this country. You must help them to understand the absurdity of fighting.
I think he's a little bit cold. He's shaking all the time.
I mean, she's just so filled with excitement, you can't wait to go out in the world and tell people about it. Also, this is Nui. She's great.
My name is Nui. I serve Princess Hatsu. Princess Yuki
Bless you.
is underground. Oh.
So yeah, she
okay.
states her name, who she's working for, where the princess that we're looking for is,
and that's all
and then
information.
just drops to the ground.
Yeah.
She's just a bomb of information, and then basically detonates.
Yeah.
You watch over these two.
I will.
Anyway, we now know that the princess that we are looking for is actually underground. So, hey, let's make our way underground. It's right around the corner. How convenient. Nice. If I could go there, thank you. That is not the guy that I wanted to hit. That was the one. Yeah, there is this blockage, basically, that we couldn't pass before because you need all 3 swords in order to pass through this. Oops. Hello. And you actually have to equip all 3 of them in order to activate these orbs here. Now, the nice thing is, once again, the PlayStation 4 remaster, you actually have a equip swap button between all your 3 swords. In the original game, you would have to go to the menu every single time in order to be able to switch your weapons, so this is just way more convenient now. But hey, we are now beneath the castle, and obviously there is more stuff to do. Oops. I was getting caught on that thing. Oh. Come on. Let me pass. So hey, it's Ronaldo again.
Bye, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And again. Oops. That is not what I wanted to do.
There's
Oh, come on. Oh, hello?
Uh-oh.
Stop bullying me, dude. Let's grab a little bit of health here. Just gonna do this very carefully because if I get hit in this room specifically, you lose a lot of health because we have these swinging blades now. Oh, that was a little bit too early. So let me just go ahead and use the medicine that we picked up for safety here. And okay, there we go. So yeah, like I said, it is very easy to get hit in that room because of the camera angles. And if you do get hit, you lose about half of your health. So picking up safety medicine here and there is definitely a good idea. I'm just getting blocked by everything today. Hello, what's going on?
Camera angles, another staple of the time.
Yes. And that is like why you need basically to know which kind of controls you're going for, either the D-pad or the analog stick. So memorization of all the rooms in the game is basically of critical importance, actually. So you know where to place your hands for each individual room so you can get through them as quickly as possible. So basically, if I know I will walk in a straight line for a long while with only a little bit of turning, I will use the D-pad, but if I have to make sharp turns, I will use the analog stick. That was incorrect. There we go. We're grabbing some more keys, because key items. Thank you for the damage boost, I guess. And then, since we solved this section of the game, we're rewarded with more cutscenes. Nice!
Hey.
It has been a while.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we definitely need more story, right?
Yeah.
But if you're wondering, you know, we have about a 1 hour estimate for this run. It will probably take me about 55 minutes. 25 of those roundabout are unskippable cutscenes, so, you know, about half.
The time has come. Demons, prepare for the dark ceremony!
Oh, nice.
How evil.
Yeah.
Now you must suffer the consequences of your actions.
Also keep in mind, we are wearing this golden armor at the moment, right? The holy armor.
Yeah.
It is very, I would say yellow, golden-ish. It's very distinctive from red. Right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, unless you're maybe colorblind. But, you know, you should be able to make a difference there.
Kaede is in trouble.
So, obviously, when Kaede, you know, sees this guy in red, it's obviously us, right?
Samanosuke,
Obviously.
did you
Who
find
else could it be?
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Let go of me!
Bonk. I mean, Kaede, come on.
Samanosuke?
Like, she should have seen that coming. That's not us. That's a completely different armor.
Yeah.
She knew we were wearing the gold one. Like, how could she be fooled so easily? You're a ninja. Holy hell.
Yeah, I think ninjas know about, you know,
You are not
all sorts of
experienced
secrecy things.
She
and
should.
such.
She absolutely should.
Yeah.
But oh well. I guess there is an evil doppelganger of us running around somewhere now.
It's evil twin.
Better should take care of that guy. Anyhow, so Samanosuke is out of the picture. The boy has been captured again. Whatever are we gonna do now?
More people to save.
Probably, yeah. Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yumemaru, where are you?
So anyway, conveniently enough, once we now are in control of Kaede and leave this room, we meet Dying Guy. That's him over
Are
there.
you all right? What happened?
So he basically tells us what happened.
Monsters from West Prison.
And he's dead. So F's in chat for Dying Guy.
Yeah.
He died as he lived, dying. And we get a key.
Right after you died the wall there.
Maybe he was a painter in the previous life.
Yeah, probably.
Just
Yeah.
a little bit of, bring a little bit of color to your life. You know, if you're only there to die.
Mostly red, apparently.
Probably his favorite color.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah, we are in control of Kaede now. This is like a small section where we control a secondary character. Think of it like, you know, Ada or another character in the Resident Evil series. It actually makes no sense to fight any of these enemies with Kaede because unlike Samanosuke, she doesn't have the only gauntlets, so we wouldn't even be able to absorb any of the souls. Or rather, the enemies don't even leave behind any souls that we can use for upgrading stuff. So it's a massive time waste to fight anything with her. To just run around and, go where you need to. So, as that guy said, we have to make our way into the West Prison. And for that, we need 2 plates, specifically a gold and a silver plate. And we will find those guys in the next building over here. But before, obviously, we have to solve a couple puzzles. Also, take note of that door right there behind us, with the 3 red groves. Basically telling you what's going to happen after we are finished with this section, I suppose. But for now, I need a little bit of an audio cue here because I want to make my way through this fire rather specifically. If this works. I'll wait for that. Okay. We go through here. Grab a plate, and now I want to make my way out of here before the door closes. Ah, barely missed it. Okay. So now I have to watch this cutscene again and pull the lever. But on the flip side, all of this fire thing is deactivated too. Normally, it would just barely be able to make it out through that iron door again before it actually closes. So that was just, less than a second off, I want to say. Okay, but with the wooden gear that we picked up a little bit earlier, we can now use it here and open this very secret door.
Oh, very secret.
Because there is the next plate behind it. Conveniently placed in the treasure chest to make our way out again. And now we have all the plates that we need in order to make our entrance into the prison. Bypassing these guys. Hello, hello, hello. And here is the door where we slot in both of the plates we just got. And then we actually are able, or we need to get in a weapon upgrade for Kaede here, because right now she only has this measly dagger. I mean, she will still have a dagger afterwards, but we get the sacrificial dagger out of this box. And we actually need this upgrade. Because if we don't, or the sacrificial knife, sorry, we won't be able to pass through the underground here because there are these demon groves. If you don't have a sacrificial dagger, you actually can't get through here. So you actually need to switch your weapon here, and then you're able to get through.
I see a little bit of a resemblance with gold and silver plate, because in Silent Hill you have also a part you need silver and a gold plate to enter the tower. So
it's all connected.
It's all connected.
Everything is.
We're just building up its own universe.
Yeah,
now
it's insane.
Connected things.
I mean, if you think about it, Shinji Mikami was working on Resident Evil for a long while. This is basically Resident Evil, or Samurai Resident Evil. He then left Capcom to form Tango Works, which created the evil within. So, yeah.
It's very nice.
It is all connected. Also, a nice little attention to detail here. Kaede is trying to pick this lock. However, in feudal times, it was common to have traps in these locks, or at least in important locks, in order to dissuade people from picking them. And Kaede, being the clumsy tool that she is, will trigger one of these traps right now.
You can go.
Let's see, right here now, and click.
Oh.
Now this little piece of metal flies out. And scratches her, and then Princess Yuki uses this cardboard cloth to wipe it away.
It's a
Basically,
piece of sandpaper.
Exactly.
The sandpaper, yeah.
No.
No, you won't.
Also, hey, Guildenstern.
Uh-oh.
He just happened to also be in the cell.
Yeah. I mean, he has basically a secret entrance into the cell. Like, what?
Useful. I
Yeah.
guess.
Why did we go there? Anyway, we now have to fight this invisible demon. I sadly forgot the actual name of that guy. You can try and go for a quick kill on him, or an instant kill rather. However, it is very finicky to do. You basically only want to try and go for that if you're actually going for a world record run. But instead, just to be a little bit on the safe side, I'm actually going to go ahead and fight this guy the normal way. And obviously, it takes a while. So if you've been, comparing this to what Samanosuke can just do with instantly killing enemies with the Bishaman sword, this is how fights normally look, basically. And there we go. That wasn't too bad.
It was alright.
But again, you can basically instantly kill him with one attack with Kaede, but it is very finicky to do. It has to do with what he does as well. So there's a lot of RNG involved there, and it isn't exactly consistent. And it really, bugs you if you're on a world record run and this guy just doesn't behave, because it's basically an instant reset. Anyway, now that we know what kind of happened to Princess Yuki, because she was kidnapped, and she was kidnapped again while she was captured.
Yeah.
So, let's just not think too hard about that. Let's go play as Samanosuke
the demons
again.
are pretty bad at kidnapping, especially with a child earlier. They just took him away just to leave him in a room.
He's not consistent.
Nobody watches anybody in this game.
No, everybody's just like, here's an empty room, this is safe. More on that later.
Yeah. Also, Chad, I have a challenge for you. Can you identify the real Samanosuke in this next bit? We have two characters on screen in just a moment. Who is the real Samanosuke? Are you better than Kaede? Can you pay attention to detail? That's right. Okay, who's the real one? Left or right? Tell me now. Anyway, this is Stylado. This is our doppelganger, and that was perfect RNG. Like the first, you only have to hit him 2 times with the Bishaman sword special attack. The first hit is 3 because he just stands there. However, after that, this fight can go any which way because he actually can use the sword to block your attacks again. And even though we have the Bishaman sword, if he blocks our attacks, we cannot get through to him. And he will normally always do that when you're close to him. So how you defeat him, if you're just fighting him casually, you wait for him to step back from you, and he will line up a charged ranged attack, and that is where you basically go in and hit him. However, what he decided to do was just slash his sword at me very slowly, so I could just quickly squeeze in my own attack and kill him. So that was basically perfect RNG right there. Anyway, we now have the evil plate, so we can now go into the room that is guarded by the evil plate, which will be this one right here. And guess what? There is another skippable cutscene here.
Whoa,
we can skip a cutscene, but we can't skip the second. But we can't skip the second part, so we actually have to watch this again.
Yeah.
Also, keep in mind, Kaede wasn't here the whole time. She is looking for us to tell us about Princess Yuki, what happened there.
Okay, yeah.
So there she is.
Oh, hello. He's teleported to the... Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Princess Yuki, Kaede? What about Princess Yuki? What happened there?
Yeah,
what happened?
You tossed a shuriken.
Nah. Other interests.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well.
She doesn't tell us anything. Nope. She just comes in, throws a kunai thing. It doesn't do anything and leaves again. I mean, that is just like, what? We don't have time for that.
He showed the world.
It's so stupid. Again, I love this game to pieces, but if you think about the story or how it's presented, it just doesn't make any sense sometimes. Anyway, remember... Oh, what? How did I open the map right now? I didn't press any other buttons. Anyway, remember that one door that we weren't able to go through as Kaede all the way back here? Yeah, guess what we're going to do now?
Open the door.
Exactly.
We are professional door openers after
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
I mean, we have the glorified keys, so, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
That is what you need to open doors around here. At least you don't have to go to the left side there to the prison. You can just bypass that. But speaking of glorified keys, or swords being glorified keys, we will now find the most glorified key in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
If you are prone to Japanese lore, you might actually recognize this one. Or, for example, if you've recently played Neo 2, because that sword actually makes a huge appearance there.
Very
It's
dangerous
this thing.
fight.
You gotta just weave your way through these guys. Bye. I just wanted your sword, guys. Sorry. I don't have time to play around.
Good on you there.
But since we used the medicine, I will pick up another safety medicine right here, because once again, marathon run. I don't want to die. And we still have to go through a little bit of the game. I mean, we're already over halfway done here. Because, yes, this is actually a very short speedrun if you think about it. But, you know, it's about the same length as Resident Evil 1, roundabout. Although it does have more cutscenes. But if you're going to play this casually for the first time and you go for 100% completion, it will probably take you about 5 to 6 hours, I want to say. Because there's actually a lot to discover. There are a lot of hidden items, and there's even a whole 20-floor optional demon realm that you can go through at the end of the game. And you actually have to do that if you want the Bishoman sword that I'm wielding right now. And let me tell you, that is hard to do.
That's dying guy's brother.
Oh yeah, it's unconscious guy or something.
Yeah.
Actually, that's right. We don't have a name for that guy.
No, no.
Huh. Now that you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we made it now into the east part of the castle. Now conveniently guarded by that massive sword that I just slotted into the stone slab. I mean, that doesn't probably get into the way in your everyday dealings trying to navigate the castle to, you know,
Yeah,
I don't
no.
clean the place up or something. Okay, more story stuff to mash through, and yeah, so basically what we're trying to do, we're trying to find a way to open this portal that Kaede through the kunai at. Because that is the entrance into the demon realm, and obviously Princess Yuki and Jumimaru have been transported to the demon realm. So we gotta try and save them, but we gotta find a way to enter that. And there are 2 key items located at the eastern part here, which are gonna be the great bow and arrow. So let's see if we can actually go ahead and find them. Oop. Go that way. You can actually pick up the ogre armor behind this waterfall. The ogre armor being the most powerful armor in the game. However, we don't have time for that. The holy armor is way more than enough for us. So let's not go ahead and do that. Also, it's behind another one of these locked combination puzzles, and I forgot what the combination was anyway,
Yeah,
so
there you go.
you know, we'll be stuck there for a while.
We don't want that. There's the bow and arrow.
Also, keep a mental image of this room right here and how long it takes me to run through it. You know, that was like, I don't know,
2.5, 3 seconds.
yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a very small room if you think about it. You know, it doesn't take a long to traverse it.
No.
Just keep that mental image for a short while here. While Samanosuke gets trapped yet again. Also, very intimidating enemies. Like, I don't know, these ant things.
Big ants.
But luckily, you know, Kaede comes around and basically sees the pagoda where we are trapped in at the moment. And she just has a hunch. Samanosuke is probably trapped in over there. Let's get there. Alright, now these guys will bar our way, so let's see if I can actually manage to... Nope. That's not what I want to do. Still not what I want to do. There we go.
Yeah.
Nope. Alright, perfect. So that is actually how you trigger the instant kill with Kaede. You do this flip by holding down R1 and then pressing forward and square at the same time to make the flip. And then while you're in the air, or just when you land, you press backwards and X, if I'm not mistaken, to initiate the instant kill. But you can only do any of these things when an enemy is attacking you. So this is very finicky to do. That is why we don't use it or don't always go for it while fighting the invisible demon guy with Kaede earlier. Because it would kill him instantly, but it's just so RNG and finicky to do that, once again, unless you're on world record pace, you're probably not going to go for that. So anyway, this is a completely new section that we have to go through with Kaede. We found the Great Bow with Samanosuke already, so obviously the only thing we need is the Great Arrow. So let's see if Kaede can actually be useful and find that thing. Ow. Thank you. Can we please go through here? Thank you. Missed my kunai throw there. So you can either block the arrows that these guys are shooting at you, or you can throw a kunai and kill that guy. I was kind of late on the throw there, so his arrow actually hit me. Okay, I remember that. All right.
Nice. There we go.
So we now got the decorated arrow. This is not the great arrow. Keep that in mind. Just gonna go ahead and make our way through here. So this is the great arrow.
That's a big one.
It is a big one. But if you pick this up, the door gets locked.
Oh no.
Luckily, we have the decorated arrow.
Oh, yay.
Wow.
Now it is actually very important that you pick the decorated arrow here and not the great arrow again, because that will, avail to nothing. But if you pick up put the decorated arrow there, this chest opens with a green key. And that actually lets us continue. Well, this guy takes a sweet time to aim.
Mm-hmm. Well, you arrived very quickly and left very quickly, so...
Probably.
He was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So we use the green key to open this door. And very conveniently, there's another boat here that we can use to head to the pagoda, where Samanosuke is trapped at the moment.
Who's just still having a standoff.
Yeah, I mean, they are he's just vibing with the enemies over here, as you can see in a moment. He's not about to defeat them. He has the Bishoman's sword. He doesn't care, probably. I don't know. He's just...
There you go. He's just being
vibing.
Confident.
Yeah. Doing that little dance there.
Yep. They're just hanging out.
Hypnotized.
What? Samanosuke, a monster's coming. Watch out!
You can already hear it flying in. But look how long it takes for it to actually appear. Because, she just called out, hey, something is coming. But it's still not there. Still not here.
Nope, we're just hanging out.
Still not here. Still not here. Still not here. Nope. Nope.
Bugs are even backing off now.
But still not here. Ah, there it is.
I knew you would come. You are so...
There, this is Hekuba. This was actually Nui, the lady that captured Yumemaru a little bit earlier. She transported him into the demon realm. Oh yeah, also more plot.
Princess Yuki cherishes Yumemaru. If he is sacrificed in front of her, her sorrow will peak, making her blood its most delicious and strongest, granting our Lord Nobunaga more power when he drinks it.
I mean, obviously, that is how blood works, right? If you're sad, it's really powerful blood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, my dear babies, consume
Makes
that
sense to
human
me.
over there at
Yeah.
once.
But maybe you should get your blood pressure checked or anything.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, another thing that Ultimate Mode does, it gives you unlimited magic. So we can just use the Arashi here and absolutely murder her. Normally, if you're doing this fight, you would have to use your fire arrows or just normal arrows or your gun and try to shoot her down. However, since the targeting is pretty finicky and there are multiple enemies around here, it's not easy to do. So Ultimate just absolutely trivializes this fight, and that was that boss fight. Yep. Also, once again, keep in mind how small this room actually is, right? However, we're gonna have a little bit of an escape sequence here because the place is blowing up. And look how long it takes Samanosuke to run around from one end to the other. He started running already, right?
Yeah, there he goes.
Look at that slow motion, though.
He's still running. There we go.
It's so goofy. How that looked like they actually physically took him and placed him a little bit backwards again after he started running to make it look like this is a very big room, but it's actually not. I love it. It's so goofy.
And that was the one use of the wind double blade thing.
Something like that,
yeah.
So good. Anyway, We know that Yurimaru and Princess Yuki are on the Demon Realm. We now have the great bow and arrow to actually be able to enter the Demon Realm. So let's go ahead and do that because we are on the last leg of this game already. Believe it or not.
And remember how empty rooms are just the ultimate safe zone?
Yes. Nothing will ever happen in an empty room.
Hang on,
No.
Kaede.
Nothing. Because Kaede isn't feeling so hot anymore after this dramatic escape.
Nah.
So she's basically out of the picture. So what are we going to do with her?
Just put her in the room.
Yeah.
An empty room, preferably.
Yep.
But
Nothing can happen.
nothing bad will ever happen to her, right?
Nope.
I mean,
She'll be fine.
yeah. They're just demons and monsters running around the place, but they won't enter this room.
No.
Only if they are in human form, like Nui and the Starlado did earlier.
Yeah.
That will be something, yeah.
Very good idea, Samanosuke. Very good idea. Also, we are angry now. No, this is going on for long enough.
Yeah. Sure.
50 minutes in an enemy castle. that is where I draw the line, man.
Yep. 49, that's good.
Yep,
50, no, too much.
No, it's just way too long.
We need to do something.
Yeah, this has to end.
Princess Yuki.
Also, who is he talking to right now?
To himself. He needs to build confidence for himself in order to battle.
All right, I get it.
It has been a while. We have a cutscene, so
we need that dramatic speech and the heroic music in the background. Why we know make our
Thank you.
all right.
make
Good
our
to
way
go.
into the demon realm. Yeah.
Let's go.
Very conveniently placed key items.
Focus.
Magic.
Yeah, just a little bit more. Oh,
Look at that shot.
oh very
beautiful.
nice. Bullseye.
All right, there we go. Let's enter the demon realm.
Yeah, take your time. Nobody's dying.
Nah, they're just about to hold the dark ceremony.
Yeah.
To drink blood and stuff.
Yeah,
Sounds like a party to me.
as you do.
All right, demon realm. And my favorite character is back. Everybody's favorite character. I mean, see him talk. Beautiful. Guildenstern.
You pathetic human worm. Impressive you've come this far, but ultimately futile since your journey ends here. Only demons can enter.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Why don't you go back to playing with your worthless little toys? I have no time for you.
What did you say? How dare you? A mere human mock me? Fine then. It's time for you to fight my greatest creation! Come on, servants!
Which is interesting because we fought that guy before, didn't we? At the top of the castle, so...
It was like,
where was the introduction back then?
Come on, servants!
But anyway, this is basically the same fight as before. We want to bait out an attack and then hit him 2 times. That actually gets rid of his shield this time. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go.
Nice.
2 hits gets rid of the shield. Now he will get a second sword, which is good for us because he can't block anymore, so we can just bait him into a corner. Ah, come on, dude. And he dies.
There we go.
Good fight. Good fight. Thank you. Thank you.
So my theory is when he fell off the roof where we fought him, he just fell back into hell, and it just was a long fall.
That was a really long fall, yeah. So now you could get the Bishoman shot in this very room that we just passed through if you have the Bishoman Ocarina, which you would get in the Dark Realm, which is this 20-floor extra dungeon. Obviously, I don't have to do that because, you know, Ultimate Mode, I already have that. And we now are on our way to the final boss. So
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes. We're making this way down here. Also, more Ronaldos. Oh. Get out of the way, dude.
Get out of the way.
And just 1 or 2 more screens. Making our way down, because obviously we're going into the Demon Realm, which is obviously somewhere underground. Picking up some more safety medicine here, because we are going to fight the final boss now. Can be a little bit of a pain. And obviously more cutscenes.
Yeah.
But twist of events,
Yeah.
we can skip another cutscene here.
What?
Yes, let's go.
Insanity.
Let's
So
go.
see, there is no enemy in front of us.
I am Fortune Bra.
Uh-huh. Skip a cutscene, and there he is. Hey,
there we go.
Hey there, Fortune Bras.
Demon Snake.
He is evil.
Yeah.
So he has a couple of attacks. Most importantly, he has a grab, which can be an instant kill if you don't mash the buttons hard enough. So let's hope that doesn't happen. He has a fire breath, which I do want to see because it takes him so long to do it that I can actually interrupt it. He has some claw swipes, which will push me away, so you have to walk back up to him again, which is not so bad, but it just loses your time. You can summon some lightning orbs, and it is random if they have an opening or not for me to still be able to attack him. And I think I forgot one, but because here are the lightning orbs. There is an opening in the middle that I can use. And you basically have to hit his snake body in order to make his head come down, and only his head actually takes damage. It takes about 9 hits in order to kill him. So that was 2, I think, already?
Yeah.
Or 2 already.
Oh, this is the grab.
Oh, snap.
Okay, we get out of it.
Nice.
I hate mashing on the PlayStation 5 controller, by the way. But we made it work. But obviously that just loses you a lot of time because you can do absolutely nothing while he's grabbing onto you. Okay, dodge that. Okay, the flame breath, as you can see, it doesn't even come out because it takes him so long to do that. So basically you want to see the flame breath over and over again, but it is very rare that it actually does that. Ah,
dang.
didn't even hit them and wasn't even able to kill them. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the safety medicine right now because I do not want to die now. Even though I still have a little bit of health left. Okay, you can only do that dodge with the analog stick, you know, for the second swipe if you go to the right, because if you were to use the tank controls, you would be too slow to get that turn going. Also, time is coming up on the last hit, so get ready on that.
Should be 2 more.
Oh, 1 more.
And
Let's
time.
go.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
And yeah, that is the game. I guess we just go ahead and watch this absolutely immaculate final cutscene. It will only take about 2 minutes or so because it is really good. I mean, I genuinely like this cutscene, even though it's just a little bit goofy again. Also, where did Kaede come from? Like,
Yeah, and
how did she enter the demon
Yeah,
realm?
she doesn't have a demon gauntlet.
Yeah, like, what?
She also didn't get taken here.
Yeah, like, how did she get in?
A free pass, maybe.
Anyway, obviously, the big bad still has a little bit of health left in him. Oh no, dramatic grab.
Uh-oh.
I guess we're done for, guys. Is this the end? Are we gonna die?
So he's going to see the light.
He's squeezing us pretty hard, you know?
Yeah.
That doesn't look good.
Oh, gross.
But, luckily, this is the first time that actual blood hit the gauntlet. So, you know. Maybe the Oni clan should give you some sort of instructions for that gauntlet next time, so
Yeah,
you know how to activate this a little bit sooner.
Yeah, because
Just saying.
this is the ultimate form, you know?
So now we are an actual Oni warrior. You know, the Onimusha, as fate would have it. Also, you know, this just has to hurt.
In a way. Yeah.
Also, why doesn't he stop his momentum? Like, he could put back his hand like at any time, but nope.
Yeah, no.
Also, what's the eyes? It's just popping out like cherries out of his head right now. And it just all, they were just like...
There they go.
I know, this is just so funny to me for some reason. I'm sorry. Once again, I love this game to pieces, but parts of it are just very goofy. Also, hey, remember that Nobunaga guy?
Yeah, he was resurrected, right?
Yeah, right. There he is.
Oh, okay.
Like, isn't he supposed to be the final boss? Like, that is how these games work normally, right?
Yeah, normally,
It's
the master,
feudal
the
Japan,
master,
it's samurai. You got to fight Nobunaga at some point. He is right there.
Yeah, and just like, okay, good, nice knowing you. Bye.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's the end of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it.
He does absolutely nothing in this game. He's just there at the end for like this couple seconds, and that is it. So you actually do fight him in the second game, but with a completely different character that doesn't even really tie into the first game. You fight him again in the third game, but there's a whole different setup for that. So what does this even achieve? Anyway, yeah, that was Onimusha Warlords, or Super Onimusha Land, The Evil
Rising
3 Part 3.
Yeah.
We will actually see Part 4 this evening, a little bit later. So, get ready for that. Have a look at the schedule. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Of course.
A big shout out to the Onimusha speedrunning community. There are actually 4 games in this series. A lot of different runners are doing that. I know Wody is actually on his trip to learn all 4 speedruns at the moment, and I'm desperately chasing him to basically do the same. So maybe in the far future, we may see a race between him and me for all 4 games. That would be absolutely dope. But for now, that is everything from us, and I guess we are ready to continue on with the schedule.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
Breakfast. I knew that was the thing I was looking forward to right here. All right.
Thank you so much for that run. That was truly incredible cutscenes. But yeah, now we're going to go into quick intermission and set up for Out of Gas.